My dearest friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Kaiser Mari from Heart to Heart, an intuitive, a channel, and a very human being. And I'm back with my monthly intuitive reading for November, the 11th month. We are on the finishing line of this wild year. And when I think back, when I made my forecast for the whole year, the first word coming up was wild. It will become wild this year. And I don't know how you have experienced 2022 until now. For me, it was a long time not so wild on a personal level, but what I have observed in the world, really wild. And now since August, I think, it's becoming wild personally for me as well. So, big topics for November are exploring love, real love, on a deep level, in all facets, and also what we thought until now what love is, based on programming and belief systems, and relationships on all levels with parents, relatives, friends, in workspaces, and with our loved ones and children are highlighted again this month. So before I start to read the informations, I would like to announce that Antoinette Thompson, intuitive healer and author, and I will do another live in November on Sunday 6th, this time again on Instagram. This was a little experiment we did last month on Antoinette's Instagram page, and as you can't share on Instagram, it's really very different. We will do this month on my Instagram account. You will find the announcement at the end of the text in the description box as well, on my Facebook and on my Instagram page. And then, we decided that we will do another live in December and then start other things, finishing these live readings, as we both had our experiences. We made our experiences, we learned a lot, we met beautiful souls, and we both have the feeling that there are other things coming, that we need space for other things. I highly appreciate the work with Antoinette, and I have no idea in which form we will maybe continue. I will love to continue with her. Maybe this will be shown to us in the upcoming months. When it is like this, I will announce it. And I have started another journey in October. I will become a holistic coach. I do a program here in France to settle finally in France as well, after being now for 10 years here, but traveling everywhere in the world for working. I will obviously, I have decided, something in me has decided to settle here for work as well. So, what else? I will show you the painting before I read. So just 1 month left, and there are already traces on this month. I don't know if you can see that. I will set up pictures next month. So we're here in November, and what I found interesting as I painted this year, little by little, step by step, month by month, that I could already here see in this line of February, June, and October, something in the colors and the themes coming back. And now we have the same here. It's in the range of blue and pink and violet for the months of March, July, and November. And maybe if you would like to look back, if you can see if there are topics coming back in these 3 months rhythm for you. What is interesting as well, I just talked about that the this 2022, what I painted in January on the empty canvas is coming out now. And November is the only month where all these parts, here the part of the first two, here the zero, the spiral, the second two, and the fourth two are in the painting. It's the only month all these letters, numbers coming together. And it feels for me, and maybe this is just a manifestation of the feeling I have, that November is like an extract of 2022. So I put this aside. You will see the painting and parts of the painting, the whole one, in the video as well when I read. What else to say? I think this is it for now. If I have more thoughts coming up through the reading, I will come back in any case live after it and share that with you. Now I just say enjoy the reading. What is love? Water and emotions are the first words coming up for the energies of November. We have entered the Scorpio season now, a water sign that now is the power of water as well as the power of emotions, the intensity as well as the depths of the depths. Death and rebirth are associated with the sign of Scorpio. We got the first eclipse, a partial lunar eclipse on October 25 with a new moon in Scorpio. Next one will be a total solar eclipse with a full moon in Taurus on November 8. This eclipse season invites us to dive even deeper into our shadows, the unseen and until now unloved aspects of ourselves. All that we don't want in us. And life will generously gift us with people that are mirroring and experiences, triggering these shadows in us. Relationships on our levels are still highlighted, with loved ones, relatives and parents, children and friends, as also our relationship with work, money and value of self. New moons are signifying new beginnings, the start of a new cycle. And eclipses are working like accelerators, bringing twists and turns we might not have seen and felt in advance. We are asked to become true to ourselves, stop betraying us or overgoing ourselves for the sake of freedom, seemingly. Have a look and feel. Where do you let yourself still be treated poorly in the names of love and peace? And have another look and feel. Where do you treat yourself poorly in the name of love and for the sake of peace? Where do you ignore yourself, disrespect your needs and wishes, or even don't know what you need and wish for? As to take care of others is so deeply engraved in your whole system that you even don't know what you want when you're around others. We all have a very natural wish to take care of others and to be in service to our loved ones. And empaths are empathic because they had to learn during childhood, as also in other lifetimes, to take care of the caretakers, mostly the parents, to survive. The beautiful result of this survival mode is your ability to feel and to connect deeply with others. The surviving part is to serve and take care of others, to be loved. With a deep belief of not being lovable when we don't care, don't fulfill our part of the hidden contract. Part of this contract is that we forget our own needs and wishes, and that the other one for whom we care has to give us what we are longing most for, love. Is all this about love? No. We all have these contracts in different forms. First of all, with our parents. What we learn with them will be reproduced in all our other relationships by us until we decide to stop, to become aware of our own part in this doing in the name of love. That is a concept, an idea how love looks and feels like, based on what we've learned. So, how to stop and experience real love? First of all, as I always say, be sweet and lovingly with yourself. However, this path will present itself to you. And then be honest with yourself, radically honest, even when that might be frightening and disturbing. We all have this flame, this fire in our heart that longs to experience love, to give and to receive love, to be in love, to be love, to bath in love. Remember these moments of love that simply is, that wants nothing. When you look into the eyes of a baby, when an animal seeks to be near to you, for example. And maybe you even have experiences with another adult when you felt love flowing, nothing to do, just that feeling of being in love, of being love. Light and deep, simple and profound at the same time. You know how that feels. How nourished you are while your heart is streaming out love freely, limitless. No fear of running out, feeling not enough. There can't be a lack of love, as love is infinite and limitless. What you have to do now is work, hard work, and maybe also dirty work. In any case, deep work. Needs your dedication to detect and bring to light all in yourself that is not love, but in the conditioning of our society called love or service of love. But you have learned to be worth enough to finally earn love. You have to be very awake and honest to detect what you do to be loved. We talk about love as if we all would be experts. How often have you said, I love you, to another one without feeling it, as a response, a phrase, to calm a situation, as a habit? Maybe it starts by admitting to ourselves our not knowing about what it means to be loved, to feel loved, and to diffuse love without conditions. Or to stop ourselves when we realize that we say, I love you, to another one out of habit without feeling it. The incoming energies are not comfortable. It is not comfortable to question ourselves constantly, to feel, to observe ourselves, to realize how conditioned we are still after all the years of deep inner work. I had a really shocking and awakening experience in October when my father visited me with his wife. I realized only after they had left that I have fallen back totally in old conditioned behavior, without realizing what I was playing again. What was a beauty and gift in this experience? A lot. I realized instantly after they left what happened, how I felt totally back in old programming in the name of love and for the sake of peace. With this realization came a shock about myself. How could I not have been conscious about what happened, how I behaved? And anger came up, for sure. I was angry with my father, and most of all, with myself. I could transform that anger into power. I could treat myself with loving understanding instead of beating myself for my failure on top. I could see the little Kaya that is still ready to do all that's needed to be seemingly loved, to protect her father and to take care of him. I could take her in my arms with compassion. She had to take care emotionally of her parents to survive. She doesn't know better. And this program is obviously still on. I could see the invitation by life not to trust myself when it comes to close and important relationships. In the sense of having a second look, to be very aware how quickly I still fall back. I can see the invitation from life to heal what still needs healing in me when it comes to love. What was different as well was that I didn't feel the deep pain that I felt back then when I was young and was playing this program constantly. And even if I did my best, not getting what I so deeply was longing for, love. With the distance, I was able to share with my father what I realized about me and my programming when they visited me. I was able to talk to him without accusing him and also with no expectations that he would or should understand or change. And that was very new. I will see and feel and go on, little by little, baby step by baby step, learning to be honest to myself, question what I think, and live in terms of love. Being aware how easy it is to fall back. Being aware that it can happen instantly to fall back. Being aware in which relationship the falling back happens easily and that it can happen in all others as well. Being aware that stepping out of programming means also stepping out of the comfort zone into unknown territory, trying something new. Feeling the fear is also the excitement. We can't make new experiences without making new experiences. So take your heart on one hand and your fear on the other one and explore love and relationships new in November. Take the risk that it might feel very uncomfortable when you're radically honest with yourself, that it might have consequences you've tried to avoid for some time. Feel how it feels when you can relate to yourself, when you feel safe in your own skin because you can trust yourself. November and the eclipse season will bring you experiences and surprises to explore on a very deep level who you are underneath all the programs and belief systems that are not you. The more you're curious and ready to transform, the easier it will be. It will happen anyway, so don't worry and don't stress out. Every time you fall back into old behavior and programming is one more invitation to be kind and lovingly with yourself while you face what no longer serves you. Please remember, you're perfect as you are in your unique kind of being you. You're guided and at every time provided with what you need to make the next step. The loving wisdom of the universe and all that is gives you always just what you can handle. Trust. These were the energies I channeled while I was painting the 11th square of the 2022 painting for November. And you have listened, I I shared a very personal experience I made in October, what will go on working. I know that this was really a wake-up call. And it's for sure, it is not the first time I'm confronted with this subject, what comes from what we can call people pleasing. And I think this is not in a way that is too simple. It is really a complex, what's the right word? It is very complex when we learned that as children, that we need to please our parents or to feel what they might need. So at the end, we don't give them what they need because they have to give it to themselves, but it is the child that tries to find out in a highly intelligent, emotionally intelligent way what serves the parents best to survive. And for sure, as we know, healing is going in spirals and layers. So I have worked with that already a lot and did a lot of inner child healing. And I think this was what surprised me so much or shocked me, that I was not aware what was happening. And on the other hand, there was this beauty in this experience to remind myself that I'm not above a certain level and I'm aware of everything. It is more like a reminder. I'm still not aware of a lot. What is not a problem, because I can become aware and to trust that life will bring me in any case experiences as to everyone else, to you as well. That you need to heal the next level. And I think you all know that we will go on until our end of this life in this incarnation, this human form, to heal, to transform, to transmute, to dive in. And that for me, it is healing comes in waves, or being challenged is coming in waves as well. But that we have this wave building up and then it's crashing, and we are in the midst of a challenge. So I would say drama, problem, but this is already a label. And for me, and this is maybe the beauty, it is not any longer drama. It's uncomfortable, yes. And I know that I have to do work when things are popping up, yes. And sometimes I'm in resistance, yes, still. And I will do the work. I know this in the meantime. And this is doing it less dramatic, as also as I know I have so many experiences in the meantime of being rewarded when I did the work, with feeling so much more comfortable in my skin, in my own being. And I liked so much what I channeled here. So the more we are honest with ourselves, even when it is not comfortable to face, when we still live what is not true, but just to even not to change something, just to be honest with ourselves, is creating such a safety in our beings that we can relate to ourselves. I hope this is making sense. As I don't know, I think you have all a lot of experience that we can't relate to others. Not because they're not honest, but because they're not aware of what they are playing. Sometimes we can see it better in others, or often than in ourselves. And the more we become aware of how we lie to ourselves to stay in certain circumstances, relationships, workspaces, whatever, homes, because it feels uncomfortable, and it is uncomfortable to step out. And it can be really sad as well to finish a relationship with this knowing that it is over. and frightening to leave the job. So I'm in the in between. I'm not sure I can imagine that I will do film productions again just to earn money. And I know something is really over for me. And the last project I did was such a confirmation that this work is not any longer what I need to go on. It is a work I can earn money with. I feel comfortable because I know what I do. And I know that I give on top of the simple work that I do there, that I give in every film project part of my personality that transform film projects as well, what is beautiful as well. And I feel the call since some time and very clear in the meantime to go on and to leave this field and to go really into the field of coaching and helping others to help themselves finally. So yes, I talked a lot of myself. I hope you can relate to that. I think it is good to be prepared as well, that we will have on the world stage as well unexpected turns and twists. And what is beautiful, the next eclipse is in Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of love and compassion as well. So please keep in mind whatever is coming up for you on personal levels, on the world stage, what might be shocking, that you can count on Venus, on these energies that are also there that will help you to be compassionate with yourself and others. So I think that it is that what I would share with you. I hope you're doing well. I wish you to enjoy November with all what's going on in you. You to enjoy, but this is always when we can get a distance sometimes, not in the way of ignoring emotions, but feeling and then stepping out and enjoying, making jokes even, or what is going on in us and others makes it lighter. And maybe I see some of you for the live reading on the 6th. I would really appreciate that. It will be on Instagram. Was this really new and different? And the last reading we did on Antoinette's account were totally different as well. It was nice. It was more, we had just one person stepping in asking for personal readings. So we did general readings around the topics of October. But it was really surprising and new for me and beautiful. And as I said, for both of us, this was a space to explore our gifts more, to become more comfortable on screen as well and in live situations. So this is a recorded video, and when I make mistakes, I can cut them out before I give it out. This is not possible in live situations. So it was a really, really beautiful time we had together there. And I already feel that we will make a big announcement for the December reading as a final point, having a look. So all my best wishes for you. Beautiful November. See the gift in all what's coming up, with some information is coming in. See the gift, even when it's not possible in that moment, when you're in the midst of something and in the turbulences. Have a look as soon as you get ground again, to see the gift in all what is happening in your life. And please remember always, drink a lot, rest whenever your body needs it, and when you can, relax, meditate, or go in nature. For me, it's nature. It's more important than meditating, or it is like meditation. And be kind and nice and lovingly with yourself. So, and even when I question a lot of what I understand under the word, the 4 letters love, what I have put on this all already, and that I have to clean that as well. In all my understanding of love, I send you love and a big hug and kiss. Bye, Kaya.